All right, this is my presentation on Laurence Pilgrim. If it'll load, just wait for a second. So Laurence Pilgrim was a man who had believed in cryogenics. So when he finally died at the age of 90, he had paid to have his body frozen in the hope he could be revived in the future, far, far future. Um, he had specifically requested that his entire body be frozen, but in order to, I don't know, cut a corner, allegedly, Alcor, which is the cryogenics company he had signed up with, uh, only preserved his head. And it said it directly went against what his father wanted. So his son ended up suing for $1 million in damages and the right to his father's frozen head so he could be put to rest. Um, Final outcome of the case, I did a lot of research and I couldn't find anything past 2020. Most of it had happened right before, COVID hit. So I honestly did my best. From what I could tell, Dr. Pilgrim's had remained frozen in an Alcor's possession. Um, Ethical concerns. The main ethical concern in this case is did Alcor, the company, have the right to overrule what Pilgrim had wanted? So they ended up just cutting his head off and freezing that rather than the entire body, like had been specifically requested. I'd seen some speculations that they did not want to wait for permits to transport an entire dead body, so they just simply cut his head off instead and didn't just transport it then because it was easier, cheaper, and faster. So that's the concern here. My personal opinion, I don't think they had any right to do that. Part of the contract, that was part of the contract where he signed. It said that they specifically wanted his body frozen, and once he's dead, he can't really dispute it at all, and there's no way to control it. So I feel like they should have been legally bound to freeze the entire body because what one of the doctors had said was that his body was beyond repair. But if he's getting frozen to be revived in the future from the dead, I think they'll be able to repair his body because they would have had the technology anyway. Public opinion, from what I could find, many of the news outlets were painting Alcor as the so and so villain in the situation. Um, so they just, you know, company doing what they want to meet the bottom line, right? And these are the citations I used. So yeah, this is my presentation. Leave you to sec. This is for bioethics.